For Him Racing, we get contacted by a number of different companies to feature products on our channel. And quite honestly, I turn most of them down because the products are not relevant to our audience. But occasionally, we do get a product that comes across that is something that's relevant and that we feel that our audience would enjoy finding out about. So this is a GOOLOO GP4000 jump starter pack. This is one of those portable jump packs that you can keep in your trunk and carry with you, and it's much lighter than those big utilitarian ones that are very popular or have been popular in the past. But now with battery technology improving, these things are becoming much more compact and something that you can easily just keep in a small bag or in your glove box. Now this one, they actually sent us to review and check out for ourselves. If you guys do like it, feel free to check out the links in the description. We'll try to link it up to Amazon where you can check it out for yourself, read the reviews. And this is something that I've thought about purchasing for quite a while now. With all the derby travel that I do, filming different events, and all the chances that I could be stranded alongside the road someplace or in a rest area, something like this that I just keep in the back of my car just makes a whole lot of sense. So I'm going to go ahead and open the bag. I have not opened it yet, so we're going to see what all's inside. So here it looks like this is the actual jump pack itself. Yep. So as it's labeled, it's the GP4000 jump starter. It has an output for 15-volt plug, so that's kind of nice. We have the jumper cable ports, and then it has a couple different USB ports on it from what I was reading. It's got just a standard 5-volt here, and then we also have the quick charge. So it has a 5, 9, or 12-volt quick charge, flashlight function, and then a Type-C plug, so you can use it for charging a cell phone or something like that, or different accessories. I believe, okay, cool. Helps when you read stuff on the internet. So if you push and hold the power button, the flashlight comes on, and then if we hit it again, we get a strobe, and then I think there was one more. Ah, yes, it has a SOS function, so it's actually going to flash the Morse code for SOS. So that's pretty cool if you were stranded alongside the road someplace. So that's the actual jump pack itself. Now let's see what else is in here. Got the user manual. I'm sure I'll probably have to check that out before I actually use it. And then there's a bunch of cables in this bag here. So we're going to check it out. Probably shouldn't just be yanking on everything. All right, so this, okay. So there's a connector here on the back side. This is for output of 15 volts, and that is obviously what this guy goes to. It's an adapter. And this would allow you to run any of the accessories that you would plug into your car. Pulling out some other cables, we have a standard Android style charging cable. So you can use this for charging all kinds of different accessories. Okay, it also comes with a wall plug, so that's nice. I think you can actually, you have to use this to charge the booster jump pack. So we'll have to experiment with that here in a moment. And let's see. Okay, we just got Type-C to Type-C plug, again, for charging a cell phone or different accessories. And then these are the actual jumper cable leads. So there's positive and negative, and then a single plug that plugs into the jump starter. All right, I'll try to get this on video. Hopefully the camera will cooperate with me. Okay, so there's two indicator lights. There's a reverse, which would mean that you have these things in the wrong terminal. So you have positive to negative and negative to positive instead of, you know, obviously positive, positive, negative, negative. We have a green light here that says correct. This will be illuminated when you've connected everything the way that it should be. And then a boost button. So what this will do, and I guess we'll experiment with it potentially depending on how dead our battery is outside. You push this when you just need that extra little boost to get everything started back up. So that's what's in the bag. So enough of the unboxing. Let's go take this thing outside and see what it can do. Lucky for me, I have a car sitting here in my yard that has a dead battery. This is a Cadillac Sedan DeVille, one that we've never actually filmed before, so anybody that follows this channel will be getting the sneak peek here. But this thing has been sitting for a few months now. The battery's dead. It just clicks, doesn't really do much. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give this thing a try using this new jumper pack. I've gone ahead and connected the jumper leads right to the battery. So of course we have black going to the negative and red going to the positive. So standard colors for 12-volt system, and it just has a single plug here that needs to plug into the booster. So I brought the booster around over here. There is a plug socket on the side, and we're just going to go ahead and plug this right into it. Now I suggest making these connections first because I'm not sure if these things are live. I guess we'll have to test it when we get back into the shop. But it seems like it's working properly. The indicator lights came on, so all 4 are lit, which means that this thing is fully charged. And we have the green light indicator, which means that everything is properly connected. One other thing that this has that I was reading in the little user manual that they had is it actually has a boost button. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but there's a boost button right here. And if in the event that you need to give this thing a little more juice to get going, you can hit that boost and you have 30 seconds to start this thing, and it gives it just a little bit more current in order to get this fired up. So let's go ahead and get in the vehicle. Alright, now this thing was dead enough that the interior lights could still come on, but it would not do anything more than just click. Okay, I got the keys here. Alright, this is as far as we could get before. Lights are coming on, that's a good sign. Turning over really nice. Running like a derby car. Alright, let's see if it happens again. Wow. Really good power there. Now that's pretty impressive for being such a small jump pack that it can in fact actually turn this big V8. I say big V8, it's a 4.6 liter, but let's be honest, it's still a V8, and it turned it over with no problem. Let's check the indicator light. Okay, so we did just do that a couple times, and all the lights are still illuminated. Hopefully it's showing up fine on the video. And the green light is still on, so it's still got good connection. Everything appears to be in good shape. So there you go. It does in fact work. Let's take it back into the shop and let's test a few things. Now, one thing I couldn't find out by just doing some quick reading is whether or not there's actually any voltage going to these when it's plugged into this box. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in, and I just want to test this for myself. So, got that plugged in, get the indicator lights on, I've got a general multimeter here, and we're just going to test to see if these leads have any power running to them when it's not connected to a battery. And it appears the answer is no. So that's really good news. That means that you're not going to accidentally hurt yourself or do something wrong. This thing is smart enough to detect whether it's been connected and connected correctly before it actually puts any power to the leads. So let's just grab a quick battery here. Alright, so I grabbed the lawnmower battery that I had here in the shop. We're going to go ahead and test the voltage to this just to see for a baseline. So right now we're getting 12.8 or so volts into it. We're going to connect these leads up. And let's see what kind of voltage we have with the green light on, just sitting here idle. But again, it's sensing that the battery's there. So we're right around 12.7879. So it drops slightly, but I'm sure it's just due to the resistance in these clamps. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm also curious to see what happens when we hit the boost button. So we're going to push that. Okay, there's like something that sounded like a spring that kind of clicked over in there. Now let's go ahead and test the voltage again and see what this thing is doing. Okay, 15.8788 volts. So what it's doing is when you hit the boost, it's actually giving it more voltage, which is good. I mean, it's definitely gonna help you out. This particular meter doesn't give me a good sense of current, so I can't unfortunately test for that. Okay, we held it for a little while, and it now has diminished down, but the battery is now showing about 13 volts. I'm sure it's going to sag a little bit, but that's pretty cool. So the boost actually does do something. It's not just a hokey button that's not proving to do anything. I want to also go ahead and test the USB charging capabilities that this thing has. So let's first pick the first plug here, which is the 5 volt, 9 volt, and 12 volt quick charge. We'll go ahead and plug my Android phone in and see what it's doing. Started charging right away as well. So cool. The plugs, in fact, do work the way that they are advertised. It does, in fact, do exactly what it says it would do. We were able to hook it up to a battery that was low and dead, and it, in fact, was able to start the car, again, with no problem. We did some cross checks with the different functions. We did some tests to see exactly what is happening with the leads when it is performing different functions. The good news is does not have a live connection unless it's connected to a battery. It senses that it's not connected. And then you hit the boost and it gives you the extra jolt that you need to get going. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you've not already done so. We always greatly appreciate all of your support, taking the time to watch our content. We'll link everything in the description below as mentioned earlier in the video so you can check it out and read the reviews for yourself. And we're going to keep this thing around the shop. We're going to use it more, and if there's any reason to think that this was not a good test and it's not durable, we will either be taking the video down and or provide an update video, so keep an eye out for that. Appreciate your time. Hope that you have a great day, and until the next video, we'll talk to you later.